Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? YDBT Daily coming at you. We're going to be talking some FL2K stuff today. Nobody cares really, but I guess we'll talk about it because it's happening. Like I give negative 0.0. Like what's the biggest negative number I could think of? Like, I don't give two shits about FL2K. I don't care. It's not important to me. If you're like, oh my God, are you going to come to FL2K? I'm like, fuck no. So like, it doesn't matter, but I guess we'll talk about it. A lot of people are going to be attending FL2K, and you're going to find out this weekend that your 10R80 car sucks, that your GT500 is not meant to drag race, that racing is insanely expensive, that you didn't test, and that the tune is not the issue. A lot of people go out there racing and they don't test. They definitely don't go out there and do 3 or 4 track rentals before they hit an event, especially 10R80 guys. 10R80 and GT500 guys, they drive on the street, do some logging, then they go to the track, and then they think the car is just going to magically go round, where I don't think many, if any, 10R80s that aren't insanely modified. I'm saying like a midnight built, a Billy Badass, like finish line performance built, something insanely good has actually been put in that vehicle, and the car maybe is making max 1,000 horsepower turbo. Because supercharged 10R80 cars, you're gonna get 3 or 4 licks in before the thing starts flaring, things start slipping the gears, and all of a sudden you're gonna start hitting up your tuner, like the black guy meme when he's on the phone, and hey, can you do something about my tune? We'll talk about it, and then what's going to happen is the Spider-Man meme. The shop is going to blame the tuner is going to blame the build, the customer is going to be stuck in the middle of it, and it's just nothing but frustrating times. And also, FL2K will show you how broke you are, and I have a solution to even the playing field, because you guys see it. The street car class, let's take Texas 2K as an example. The street car class has 6-second cars in it. Think about that. Think about what it takes to build a 6-second car that is a street car. You know, street cars with fuels that are readily available on the street. M1 is not a street car. Anyway, we'll talk about that, but before we that, let's have Mr. Bill O'Reilly say hello to the people here.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
That's right. It sucks. It all sucks. Racing sucks. Don't go racing. Get another hobby and be happy. That's right. 2 Auto Solution. Rami Zadan, 2 Auto Solution. Probably is second guessing why he got into car shit right now. It happens to every one of us. We hate racing. It sucks because it's expensive and you gotta deal with people. 2 Auto Solution. Race Motive, another place that likes to spend money and race and cater to rich motherfuckers that have 2-second 60 to 130 GTRs and shit. Race Motive. DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com. You want to go broke? You want to get a divorce? You want to stop enjoying your hobby? Buy parts from DNA High Performance. Parts Farm, PartsFarm.com. You want to see where your race car's going to end up after you fucking hate racing and you smash it into a fucking tree? PartsFarm.com. Conk Performance will make you sell your Corvette after you install the ported 2650 cams, intercoolers, anything, and make it absolutely unlivable. Hit up Conk Performance. Ultimate Header. You want your nice, really comfortable car to be loud and stupid? Get some headers. Ultimate Header. PMAS. Nick James and PMAS. Caliber Transmission. After you blow up your MT82 17 times, hit him up for another transmission you'll end up trading in for an automatic car. Coming at you. That's right. Caliber Transmission. It's one of those episodes where I just like, you guys, you'll get there. You will get there. You'll get to hating racing. You're going to wonder why the hell you do it. And you'll be right here where I'm at right now. I'm there. I just want to build a fast car for my own shit, mess around on the street, racing, whack shit. 2000 MCR, Coyote Fury, Omar X, Douche did it, Travis, Rocco Zioli, Gallo Bravo, Wesley Stewart, TJ Sikorsky, Diego Flores, Joe Swish, Twin Force, Paul Pontieu, The Wolf, Back Tacoma, Clip Clap the Horse, Darren Harper, Mo Fleur, Ken Phillips, Samuel Day, Nate Dog, Ken Phillips, 50 Stallion, Dustin Garrison, Maki Mock, Smokin', ZX14, Ace Rivera, Ken Phillips, Sanic, gotta go fast. Matt, 2011 GT, Eliza's Blue 99, Robo Style, Jay Bush, Vic, Stroke 302 Mustang, Jared Wells, JD Swag, Gray Mustang, Leon Phelps, Slow 99, Clean 93 GT, Joe Jackson, Valley 10 Speed, good morning, good morning. See, Valley 10 Speed built a car, and it's actually running well, and now he's seeing that nobody wants to fuck with him. And then they say, well, we don't want to fuck with that car because it's a shop car. It's his shop. It's his car. But they go, yeah, no, we race like normal vehicles, not shop cars. He built it. Oh, I'm blown away. That's why I hate racing. It's so stupid. Walter Hoffman, the Theo Baltas, 6R CSB, Coyote Kelly. Clip Clop says, good luck second shift racing at FL2K. Rob Quinn, Bondo Bird. Matt Oliver, Prospering, Ken Phillips, Kerry Caverga. Is that a real name? Richard Weed, Nicholas Bentley, Redbird Rican, Elver Galarga, Venom Racing, Infamous AMR, Sean O'Connell, FLKA for life, A Dom, the Black GT500, Kerry again, Tyndall, Z28, Clyde Whipple, Samuel Day, and all the usual suspects. Edwin Martinez, que onda, cut? Nat Jew, Peter Chow, Honest Mike, puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz in the house.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
That's right. Killshot, Smock One, a la verga, Tuning, Yannick Glacier Stroke, and Slash Raptor. Okay, so you're at Texas 2K. You brought your 6R80 or GT500 or 10R80 Mustang down there, and you're like, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to set the world on fire. Just wait until those people see our build get down. They don't know what to expect when we show up. Then the first car in qualifying street class runs 670, and you go, oh
no! We suck again!
Yeah, you don't matter here. You're now stuck in B, C, D. Someone says, que rica verga. He says, now it's in Spanish. It's supposed to say, que rica verga. It says, Kerry Caverga. Good shit. So now you have a 9 or 10 or 8 second Mustang, and you don't matter. You literally are schmedium fast. You're not anything special. So you go out there, make a pass, and 10R80 does 10R80 things. 6R80 does 6R80 things. And the DCT, after a John Force burnout, doesn't even go into second gear. And you're like, oh, hello? A tuner? I started racing my Ford factory transmission that has clutches about 4 inches in diameter, and I make about 8,000 horsepower, and the car's full weight. Can you do something in the tune so it can make a shift? No, it's 10R80 things, man. My 6R80 Forward Planet exploded. Right. Did you build it? No. Did you test? No. Alex, you dialed in my car with 275 30/20s. But for some reason, on 275 60/15s on the Gen 1 Auto Mustang, it's not shifting right. Oh, kind of sucks to tell me that in the middle of round 1. So this is now what happens with street car guys. They don't test. The fast guys test all the time. They break shit during testing. They replaced sway bars. They replaced springs. They replaced motors, transmissions, stators, converters, cams. And you're out there going, yep, bought a trans from a firm, bought a blower or turbo kit, bought a budget style fuel system, never tested it. Let's go out to the track. Oh, it did something we don't expect. Call your tuner. No, it's not the tune. It's your shit. So when you're racing, you got to understand the racer's mindset. They're a little retarded. And you got to understand that they're retarded in the sense that they will skip mortgage payments to make a race. They'll miss a kid's baseball game. They'll miss their child's birthday to make a race. Racing is top of the priority list. So unless you're doing what they're doing, you're not going to succeed like they succeed. A lot of people do that comparison with me. They go, I saw this guy run a number at the track I want to run that number. I'm like, are you as hardcore as that person? I can guarantee you're not. You're not out there testing all the time. I know guys that test twice a week before an event for about a month or maybe more. And they're out there 8 or 9 test sessions before they go to an event. But let's say you are hardcore. You are absolutely about that life. You don't even know your kid's name. You just said, "Bitch, have it. I'm paying the rent or the mortgage. I'm going racing." Okay, and the wife is like, "All right, honey, do whatever. You're taking care of the household by providing," and you don't even know your kid's name, and you're out there and you're like, "My 8-second car, my 7-second car is gonna dominate this class," and then to find out you're a second behind stuff, and then you have to make that really painful decision. Do I slow this motherfucker down so I could win the B class? Could you imagine? You poured your heart and soul into your car. You got the best 5.3 out of the junkyard. You got the best cam. Said was the best cam out there. You got you got the Motion Raceworks catch can and shifter. And then you go out there and you're like, I'm a second behind everybody else. So, I have a fix. I know how to make any street car racing event competitive. A W-2. That's right. You have to have proof of income before you enter a car into TX2K, FL2K, or anything race car related. Hey, how you doing? Alejandro Flores. Yep. Okay, W2, Lund Racing, YouTube Affirm. I'm not YouTube Affirm, YouTube, and Patreon. Oh, $10.99 Patreon, $10.99 YouTube, W2, Lund Racing. You're in. That would instantly make everything competitive. Why? Because you can't have bullshit money build your car. That's right. How'd you make it? Now, if you're a doctor, okay, you're super psycho to get into racing. Hey, I'm a doctor. I'm a surgeon. Get in. I'm an investment. This is my investment portfolio. I flip houses for a living. Here you go. But the W-2 is absolutely the leveling of the playing field if you cannot prove your income. Instantly. All right, proof of income. You can't fax them a stack of cash. Yo, this is my income right here. Oh, get the fuck out of here. So I say that in jest, but you got to understand, a lot of the really fast racers are all, yes, Cletus will be let in. He has a legit business. I'm okay with that. A YouTuber fest, go for it. But I'm blown away that a lot of people don't understand the amount of money some of these cars have into them and try to get to that status. Like a lot of the RVW Pro Mod guys, they have businesses that rake in millions, whether it's construction, whether it's some freight business, whatever, but they generate a ass load of income. So they need to start a race program to offset some of their taxes. And then you can say, boom. But I guarantee those guys aren't building street cars, because street cars takes a special kind of retard to build. You know what I mean? Like a car that can drive on the road, but be blazingly fast and super dangerous. Well, a W2 absolutely levels the playing field. And if you're in the A class, okay, you should be penalized per class based on income. Right? If you are a, let's say, under $100,000 motherfucker, you qualify for all of them. For all of them. But if you're making more than a 200 or 300, you cannot even dare be in the B, C, or D. You have to qualify for A only. And if you don't qualify for A only, get the fuck out of here. None of this turning on the boost controller shit and making the car that was built to run 720s live in the 780-80 zone so that you can get a guaranteed payout. In the last 4 years, 2K, both of them, FL and TX, have become the sandbag fest. Oh, I didn't qualify for the A class. Let me turn my 1500 horsepower car down to 800 or 900 or 1100 horsepower and basically bracket race my way into some kind of prize. And I thought, okay, you can't make fun of sandbagging because that's sandbagging, right? You're playing with the rules that you're given. But I think to level the playing field, W2s should be something that should be looked at. Call me crazy, but look, the classes are kooky anyway. You're telling me a street car class allows a car to run M1? You're telling me a street car class allows a car that does not have street legal tires on it? A DOT Pro is not street legal. I'm sorry. So take the name street out of it. Just take the name street out of it. Just call it the racer class. Because the moment you say street, you guys start putting all these weird caveats into the name, title, all that stuff. You're like, factory suspension. I'm like, that bitch is mini tubbed and it's got inboard coilovers. Oh, I meant factory attachment points for the lower control arm. Actually, that has a Wild Rides a torque box relocation kit. It's totally different. But you get it. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I'm one of those psychos when you say no, like meaning stock suspension, meaning maybe a reinforcement on the stock torque box, on the Fox body. And everything else has to be stock location. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not a racer. I am proudly not a racer because it is the most retarded way of going about your hobby. So I think to level the playing field, prove your income. And if you can't prove your income, which means you're doing nefarious shit, you only can qualify for the A class, meaning the fastest of the fastest. If you are not willing to submit a pay stub, you have to go win the A class and you're disqualified from anything else that in terms of you can't prove your income, then you must have some bullshit money. And let's go in there and run the fastest number. No one's going to bat an eye. But if you are a millionaire and you're winning the D class, bro, kill yourself. All right. Obviously, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm saying this because that's how racing has become. Racing has become a money game. You can literally have a shop, build a car that's Billy Badass, have some absolute moron sit in it, cut a light, win it, and then he'll boast for a whole year how he is a badass motherfucker. And I'm like, no, you're not. The only guys that can say that is the stick shift guys. That's the only class that I can say, okay, at least they're doing something with their right hand. Even though they're not clutching in, at least they're, moving the shifter down and let the strain gauge do the thing. Anyway, what are you guys expecting to see at FL2K? I want to see a W2 bracket class because that'll be the most, I want to say, fair way of leveling the playing field in those kind of races. World Cup and all this other shit, bro, let's go. They're not saying street nothing. Or maybe they are. What are the classes in World Cup? Or any of the classes called totally street legal class? Street racer. Isn't it a street racer? Oh, get out of my life with this bullshit. So we'll talk about it. Again, the tune is not the issue. If you didn't test, if you didn't go out there and bust your butt and do a bunch of testing when you had weeks, you had a whole year to know that this was coming up, don't be blaming the tune on Thursday or Friday. It's not the tune. Trust me, it's not the tune. Factory X is the worst example. Oh my God, Factory X. You want to talk about something that made no waves. Like, the only people that hype up Factory X are the people that are in it and Dragzine. Like, you see Dragzine interviews and you want to go to sleep? Put on a Dragzine interview. So tell me about Tony Stewart's getting into drag racing. Well, we really want to show the racer that there's a lot of money in this, and I think the fans are really going to enjoy this big badass millionaire bowl down in Bradenton where we're racing for big money. Oh yeah? What are you going to bring to the table? We're just going to bring it. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm scrolling Facebook and I'm like, why is this a show? They're saying nothing. So Factory Experimental to me is Pro Stock 1995. what is so different about factory experimental than what Pro Stock used to be in 1995? Same transmission type, similar motor layout, except it doesn't have a big mountain motor, right? It has like a 6.5 liter Whipple with like 14-to-1 compression in M1. And they're like, oh my God, factory bodies. This is blowing my mind. No, it's not. It's not like a Pookie car is out there with drag radials going 6s. It's a legitimate, crazy, high-end shop-built car that has Pro Stock DNA in it, except it looks like a street car-ish. I love how they try to hype it up. Like, I thought it was going to be like street cars. I thought it was going to be something like what you see in FL2K or Texas 2K. Oh, stick shift, Croberjet powered or Hemi powered or LS powered, some things in factory bodies. Cool. And then you see it and it is this sled looking, tires sucked in, Pro Stock look. I'm like, I don't give two shits. Why do you think there's such a buzz around FL2K, TX2K, and World Cup specifically? It's because the cars look like they were built by some dude in their shop. And the cars run ridiculous numbers. Low 7s, 6s, 8 cars that shouldn't be anywhere near 8 seconds, running 8 seconds. Full-size trucks with 6-foot beds running 6s. And doing a wheelie halfway down the track. Cool shit. You go to an NHRA event, every motherfucker looks the same. I can barely tell the difference. I'm just like, okay, rail, body, Pro Stock, and everything in between. Pro Mod, I watched because I thought there was good parity between the different power adders, the nitrous cars, the turbo cars. Cool. But you never see them on television. And if you do, it's like at 3 a.m. in the middle of you rubbing it out to Pornhub. And you're like, oh, shit, there's Pro Mods on? On ESPN? Let me watch some of that and put my dick away and let me watch some of that. Yeah, it's not on prime time. It's not any time where you can actually see it. So these guys are out there, fluffing factory experimental, and nobody gives a shit. Like, nobody gives a shit. The hardcore racer's going to watch it. The NHRA is going to have a great following, but the NHRA fans are there to see nitro classes, the pro classes. Nobody is going to show up and watch a Hellcat go 690s when it looks like a Pro Stock car from 1995. Like, okay, let me type in Pro Stock 1995 images. And yeah. So okay, this looks exactly like it would look like from the factory, right? So this is a 1995 Oldsmobile whatever the fuck, okay? That's what these cars look like. Alumina, right? These are old, that's what the car looks like, right? So then you're going to look into Factory X NHRA. Oh, not that much different. I mean, tell me, how the fuck is that much different than the Lumina that you saw? Or whatever that was, the Oldsmobile. Not much different. Tires are way the fuck sucked in. Front end is like super tubular shit. It's just like, I don't care. I literally don't care. And then you see like this. This car looks like it could drive down the street a little bit. And it's a 690 car. I get it. Apples, oranges, I understand. But what I'm saying is this looks pretty unmodified. Whereas this over here, and then to compare it to 1995, Pro Stock cars, I mean, the interest level is negative. But, I know what they're trying to do. I just think they're going about it the wrong way. I just don't care. Cutlass, thank you, a Cutlass. I don't know what the fuck that car is. I love my Hellcat, but I'd hate to know what it would take for a factory body with factory style engine to go 6s. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Body comes off. Chassis is built. Body goes on. Motor goes in. Stupid fucking Liberty, whatever the fuck goes in. A Marilat or something crazy stupid rear end that costs $35,000. and then you test for half a year, break a bunch of shit. What do you think that costs? You think the fans are like, you know, I like factory experimental because that car looks like my car in the driveway. Said nobody. Like nobody. Total fucking dud delivery, a dud fluffing of this new class. Like nobody cares. And I know you guys are like, Alex, you're so down on racing. Because racing fucking sucks, bro. The way it's marketed, the way it's pushed, the only thing that matters is like streetcar stuff. Like the fans, the people on Facebook, Instagram, the people that matter, they're out there sharing street races on the street, doing crazy shit, or cars that look as factory as possible, running impossible numbers. Nobody is sharing factory experimental on their Instagram feed or their Facebook feed. And if they are, they work for the NHRA. Factory X isn't relatable to the average Joe. I bet if people did regular preventable maintenance, they probably wouldn't have a bunch of these issues, or at least able to catch a problem before it causes a major dent in their wallet. Factory X is basically a full-blown pro mod without a body in white, set on top of a carbon body. Believe me, they have to run gasoline through, no ethanol or methanol. But I believe they have to run gasoline though. Oh, you mean like Q16 or something like that? Wait, they can't run E85? They have to run like a C22 or some shit? I mean, whatever. Factory X should have been stock back half, no tubs, OEM style H-pattern trans, aftermarket gear set, diaphragm clutch, slipper okay, 28, 10, 5, 15 max tire. That's it. Nope. What they do? They did their NHRA bullshit to it. Just tell me if Factory X starts running 680s, 670s, why have a pro stock? Like if pro stock, like supposedly, and maybe you guys know about this, aren't pro stock teams just going, fuck this? like this ain't worth doing because they're not supporting us. They're basically making a mirrored class with more factory style bodies with power adders and letting them get away with murder, while we're limited to this, and that, and we run a similar number. Eventually, in about a year or two, Factory X is going to start running 670s, 660s, and that's what pro stock runs. And you're like, why the fuck is one going after the other? It's so stupid. Everyone talks about Tony Stewart. Hell, I remember when Kurt Busch raced in pro stock and lost to Eric Anders. Nobody cares. Social media has ruined racing. I agree. And I understand that social media has skewed what was cool about racing. See, I even think that live streaming has ruined racing. If I don't have to go to World Cup, I won't go to World Cup. Why? Because I can see 5,000 replays of it a bazillion times. On Flow Racing, someone's at the track, 1320 video, people on their phone, they're live streaming the event. So the only way to see racing a while ago was to go there in person. Now you can just sit on your ass, dick out, and go, I can watch the whole race for the cost of maybe $100 a year for Flow Racing. If you want to divvy it up in months, $12 a month, and I don't have to go to the track. I don't have to go to 2K. I can watch it here. So the allure is gone. The allure is, see you later. It doesn't matter anymore. If you wanted to see monster trucks, you had to go in person and watch monster trucks. Now you can just watch it on whatever. Watch this freaking truck with dog ears do a backflip. And you're like, whoa, that's cool. What a sentence. Unreal. Why is Factory X even a thing? I don't know. Like, the organizers must have been like, you know what's hot right now? Hellcats and Trackhawks and Mustangs. We should build a pro stock class that mimics that. So stupid. Dude, what is... Okay, I'm going to get rid of this idiot. Because, he's just spamming the chat. Hide you on this channel. See you later. I don't need you on this fucking chat spamming it. I don't care who you are, what you were doing. You're just spamming. But I want you to smell weed at the World Cup, Alex. Right. I don't understand... Okay, World Cup has a great atmosphere. I'm not going to lie. It has a great atmosphere. But I'm not going to go if I don't have to go. Meaning, if Lund Racing wants to go and they say, Alex, you want to go? I'd be stupid to say no, right? That's my job. Okay, but I don't want to go on my own volition. I'm like, I just want to stay home. But they were going to race. I'm going to support Lund Racing. And we are sponsoring Alec Bledsoe. They finally got the check. Alec Bledsoe and Late Model Performance. We're sponsoring them, so I think I'm going to be there and support them for that. But if it wasn't for any of those things, I don't give a shit. I'm staying home. Screw all that. How does NHRA still have a live fan base that is 307 years old? The Dumb and Dumber van on monster truck tires, right? Like I am blown away that it's for kids. I get it. But I'd rather watch a monster truck do backflips and almost crash than to watch factory experimental on NHRA. I take my 8-year-old to races all over North Carolina weekend that we have free. It's the experience for him. The dude is tore up with it. Side note, I ran across Midnight's YouTube channel. Their videos are legit. Wow, yeah, they've been around for a little bit. They've been putting out videos. They got a Whipple car that's running really well somewhere. I think they're going to do some more turbo stuff. It ain't my shit. That's all Junior. Junior does tunes for 2 a.m. Vaya con Dios. Yeah. That's all you, buddy. I'm good. Street and Steve Morris SMX should not be in the same sentence, in my opinion. Well, then in that case, no Proline engine should be in there, right, Coyote Kelly? Like, are you saying if you ban SMXs, you're going to ban like Prolines, you're going to ban like Noonans? You're going to ban a Noonan, a Proline, and an SMX? I mean, look, if you're a street car, meaning street car class, based on how the class is designed, you can run whatever the fuck you want as long as the car meets the rules. It doesn't matter. But don't you dare convince me that that car can go down to Wawa, get me a sandwich and back. Maybe, yeah, okay, sorry. Maybe on pump gas and, idling down the shit. But the way it races, no. No way. Both social media and the draggy killed street racing. I can't even get some fun runs with anyone without them asking you 60 to 130. Like, I don't know, bro. Let's go race and find out who's quicker. You know what I told the guys at Lund Racing? I'd race every single one of you if you can prove you can do a 5-second draggy. Because I'm going to hit the shifts. My car is going to run that number consistently, the ZR1. If Dakota, Brandon, or anyone else can't run a 60 to 130, why trailer my shit 3 hours? I love, because they're like, oh shit, now I got to drag in my car. I'm like, yeah, that's how it is. It's called qualifying. I'm glad WCF grew to what it was, but the crowd make me thankful for Flow Racing. Alex, what causes swaying when you run a bias ply? A big front tire. A lot of people run a big front wheel, 17, 18, or 20 inch, or whatever, 19 inch or 20 inch stock front radial with a contact patch about this big, and then they put a bias ply in the back, and then when they shift and they try to correct, the car does this porpoising all the way down the track. And I'm like, I already proved this in my last video where I have skinnies in the Fox body, zero sway with front skinnies. Smaller contact patch or a similar material, a bias ply material in the front with a small skinny tire, no sway at all. Street cars should be based on fuel, E85 for instance. Yeah, and they'll never do that. Can I be frank? Oh, by the way, shout out to you for showing that. Hey, can I be frank? Thank you for putting up that video of the S650 getting dog walked by a stock Camaro with about 1,000 miles. 2 bone stock vehicles. A Camaro SS non-1LE version 10R80 versus an S650 non-performance pack 10R80. Both had under 1,000 miles. The Camaro walked the shit out of it. And I'm like, please try to tell me the S650 is better than the S550. So that's a very good thought process. Can I be frank says, if the class runs 85% ethanol, but this is it, nobody plays fair. They'll say, here's 85% ethanol, but I got an M1 tank. Like, testing fuels is a thing in certain classes. I got to talk to Bledsoe about that. He runs the Warriors classes. And if I'm not mistaken, they test your fuel after the runs. And you got to weigh. So how much do you weigh? And what's the fuel? Coyote stock. Weight, fuel, and I think tune. So if the street car, you want to kill the streetcar class at TX2K and FL2K, tighten up the restrictions. Nobody will run. Can't run a 500 cubic inch motor, twin turbo, whatever. Can't run anything but 85% ethanol. No M1 allowed. Have to weigh 3,300 pounds minimum. Bye-bye. Buy half the field. See ya. Go do grudge racing somewhere. Evening, Alex. Nestor here. Question about the 1314 GT500s. In your old vid, you said that those years have an audible knock when tuned. Oh, Jesus. I just dropped my my earpiece, so I can't listen to myself, and I can't regulate my voice. Can that be mitigated with fuel system and better fuel? Yeah, of course, car enthusiasts. 1314 GT500s audibly knock. You hear it. And the knock sensors the sensitivity is turned way up. I'm sorry, way down. So a 1314 GT500 with pump gas, wide open throttle, the knock sensor stays at 1. Actually, I will look up a stock. It's called ARL5. So let me look up ARL5. Let me bring the microphone over here. So ARL5 is 1314 GT500 strategy. Actually, I have to open a file because I gotta open a file. Okay, so knock sensor retard. You gotta go to the knock sensor section, and you gotta type in knock sensor retard. They only allow 1 degree to be removed. Think about that. Now a Coyote stock can pull 10 degrees from the knock sensor. That's right. The knock sensor can pull 10 degrees on a Coyote. So let's go to knock sensor here. Knock sensor retard. Up to 1.2 air load. Actually, at 1.6 or so air load, it can see 7 degrees pulled out. The 1314 GT500 only allows 1 degree to be pulled out of the tune, meaning it's gonna knock, but they're only allowing 1 degree to be knocked, to be pulled back. Alex, you're onto something. Racing class by credit score would be epic. See, you guys make fun. So let's take it down to reality. If you can never use the excuse of money, would you then race your peers? Everyone here is 100,000 and down, verified. And they built it with their own 2 hands. They welded the cage themselves. They installed the turbo kit. They tuned it themselves. These guys are self-made dudes, built by them, tuned by them, raced by them, and built by them. The one-man show. I think a lot of people would really gravitate towards a class like that. The blue-collar class. But no, nowadays, it's a money game. So if I have money and I'm a stupid motherfucker, right? And I go, I need you to build me a car. Here's money, build me a car. And you build me a car and I race it and I win. And I pop off like I'm a big badass motherfucker. Just put a clown hat on my shit. But there are classes where men go, God damn it, I am talented. I am more talented. I am better than this person. But that guy, because of his money, is taking all the glory away and then what happens to those men? Those men stop racing. Super talented men that don't necessarily have the means or the money, but they cut a light, they built a good car, they have a lot of knowledge. You know what they end up doing? They end up building someone else's car. So I don't know how the blue collar guy feels about racing in those type of events. That's why a lot of index racing is popular. Like 850 class, hard tire class, like a hard tire class, an 850 index or a 750 eighth mile index, or 850 quarter mile index, or a, let's say, 650 eighth mile index. Those classes are becoming more popular. Why? Because you can't break out, you have to be good on the light, and your car has to be deadly consistent. So you can make fun of bracket racing all you want, but don't you dare get into a bracket race with a bracket racer, because that guy knows his car in and out. And that guy probably built it himself, knows every single little bolt, every little problem. When most racers rely on just pure power and speed and money thrown at the situation to go racing. So that's why I think index racing is very popular. The 850 class is popular. Limited Street, I think it's called, or something similar. And there's a bunch of index racing around and hard tire classes to try to even the playing field. I'm sorry, I've been there, but okay. If I weld my own cage, we're both dying. Oh, shit. Racing by class by credit score will be Hellcats versus G35s and Edgar trucks. Lund wants a video of my fuel pressure gauge under watt to make sure it's going up 101 for boost. What's the best way to get a video of that GoPro under the hood or on a dyno? If you have access to a dyno, have some guy stand there while the car goes watt or some kind of camera under the hood. Yes. If I paid someone else to do everything except drive the car, I really just can't take you serious. Exactly. The pickup pulling an open trailer has been replaced by toter homes and stacker trailers. I kept popping engines until I took the cats off. Used a blank that looked like an aftermarket cat, then used spacers on the rear O2s until it didn't even throw a code. Oh shit, Old Man Racing just gave out the sauce. That's the same shit with RC Racing. The money killed it. I'm so buying VMS wheels. Sleeper. Michael Hidziki. I'm a little behind, but watch a truck with dog ears do a backflip. Yeah, this is so sad. Like, it's so stupid to me, but you know, if I can watch that on Flow Racing, why do I need to go in person to watch his ears flop around? I get it. If I had kids, it'd be a totally different conversation. Can I be frank? Says stick shift should be clutch in for every shift. Oh, Papa, we just became best friends. No slipper clutches, no two-step. Separate real drivers from posers. Now this is what they would tell you. The real drive, you know, the pro stick shift guys. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just mad because you can't afford the clutch, the trans, the tuning. If you're a badass motherfucker, you'll go out there with a RXT, a T56, 2810 bias plies, and beat me without any nannies. What's the, like, 6-second runs would disappear. Bye-bye. 6-second runs would disappear. Oh, you have a long arm style clutch? Okay, no. Oh, you have a strain gauge? No. Oh, you don't clutch in between the shifts? No. And they're going to go, well, fuck this. I'm going to put a 400 in it and run grudge. Real badass motherfucking stick shift racers. This is their left foot. I'm like, hello. Why even bother having a left fucking foot? That's the other problem with building race cars. People think if you build it, you're done. That's only half the battle. Campaigning a race car is more expensive than building one. I'm surprised my Gen 1 lasted longer. I had Rod Knock at 94,000 miles. Even Mr. Alex finally was able to catch it live. What's up, brother? I was tuning your E85 CJ car. I think we sent you an E85 tune. Hopefully by tomorrow, everything looks good and you can send him home. Old Man Racing probably got a bunch of weird lawn gnomes in every 20-mile radius area of his property to entertain the EPA. Somebody popping to say hi. Did he? Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? People think you look psycho on the last... You do look psycho. Ow. We've been playing all day, so I don't know why he's tripping, but we've been playing all day. Hard to get a dyno with my work schedule. At lunch schedule, but I'm thinking that's the best option, so I'm going to try to make that work somehow. They'll tell you that you'll burn up the clutch from constant engagement and disengagement. Oh, interesting. Sounds like your Bondo bird impression. Fast has gotten so out of reach for the regular guys, it's unreal. That's why I am saying index racing is so popular. Can't break out. 650, can't break out. Hell, a 550 class, can't break out in the 8th. And then they're like, well, that's not fair. I'm like, actually, it's really fair. If the guy knows the in and out. There's a guy, Randy Stewart, I think his name is. He has a Calypso Green Fox body that has run 850 since 1999. Like, he built it in 99 or something. And it went 850 from 1999 to 2023. Then he drives it to an NHRA event, runs 850 there, drives it home, goes to Publix, grabs a chicken tender sub, green peppers, little black pepper on it, you know, a little mayo, a little cheese, right? And then he'll run an 850 in Gainesville. That's, to me, what racing what I look up to. Like, I don't look up to any fast guy. But what the fuck's there to look up to? Now, Randy Stewart's car? That 850 Calypso Green that has been doing it for about as long as most of you have been alive? Yeah, oh yeah, that's badass. Hold up, you firing shots at Grubworm? No. I'm not firing shots at anybody. I'm just saying, if you dump the clutch, strain gauge your way to a pass, it's no different than doing a trans brake release and 2 nudges forward on a Turbo 400. I know the ship my MTD2 for brakes and brakes, buy a new one. I don't know why you do that. It's actually slower to do that, but whatever. Do you run a bad motherfucking stick shift or a nanny stick shift? Been listening while working on my friend's car. Love the channel and the info Alex provides, says Matt Benoit. Calypso Green La Luz. Hey, Alex, does Lon have a good tune data for 2.3 E-Force 11 to 14? Theo Baltus, what would be the difference between a 2.3 E-Force and a 2.3 Roush? Or a 2.3 Whipple? Or a 2.9 Whipple? Or a 3.2 Kenny Bell? Does the motor know what size blower and brand is on top? Well, we got a tune for the E-Force 2.3. Totally different than the Whipple 2.3. The motor's like, oh no, shit. You put the Whipple file in. I need the E-Force file. This is a totally different blower on top. His blower, positive displacement, centrifugal, turbo. That's all you got to know. Tony, has it looked like you just told me you don't make 1200 on pump gas? Do you mean stick shift racing will be determined by the driver's skills? Not allowed. I'd love to sit down, stick shift racers, the badass stick shift racers, and go, would you build the car if these were the conditions? And I want to hear their excuses. Well, you're going to burn up an RXT, you're going to burn up an RPS, you're going to burn this up. Okay, well, fix it so it doesn't burn up? I don't know. Index 6 shift racing would be so skill based. Alex, what's the max safe horsepower stock Gen 3 could hold before I have to build it? Well, it could be stock power or up to 1,000. It all depends on how the UAW worker decided to scratch his ass in between putting the ring pack in or after putting the ring pack in. Racing Jason 7's 1995. Yeah, I'm old. 435 people watching, less than 200 likes. Bunch of... I'll leave that too. And by the way, thank you for the... I am blown away that I have almost 80 Patreon subscribers in less than a week. I'm sorry, 70. Thank you so much. The last people that joined up were, let me see, audience. I want to mention them because, this is, and again, most of you guys have just been messaging me, and that seems to be a really good outlet to get personalized information. I'll start pumping out videos and stuff there specifically. Samuel Day, Brandon Lewis, Fidel, Derpy Defiance, and 313 Mike today became members. I'm sorry, Matthew Alvarez and Andrew Smith. Thank you guys for becoming Patreon members. Someone said 6R80, what tires do you recommend for the drag strip? Drag tires? ET Street R. The ET Street R. Well, Grubworm is going to get a 400 for the 8th mile racing. You ain't hear that from me though. He already said that. He already said he was going to do that. Randy Stewart is a Calypso car. It has a 4R70 in it also. I believe has now been 7s and has done it multiple drag and drives. They should make 2 different stick classes, 1 leg stick and 2 leg stick. You know what? Stick shift racers, they talk a lot about how they're badass. And don't get me wrong. I am impressed with what they can do. But I'd be more impressed if you're clutching in between the shifts, your clutch is not an adjustable long arm style, you're running a bias ply, and you're actually shifting the car down the track. Maybe it's not going to run 6s, but it'll be a cool as hell 850 80 car or 7. Look at no, he has a long arm style clutch though. What's his name? Jeremy from Fat House, the Flat Fox. I think that car with a diaphragm style clutch can go 790. I don't think it can go low 7s, but I think that's cool. Can we just go back to the Fox body days? Meaning we take the tech out of racing and see real talent? No, forget that. See, this is my issue with modern racing. I've heard people say this. This is what I've heard people say when they're at the track. The car, let's say it's a turbo car, and they launch and the car spins the tires. What does the driver do? Tell me what the driver does or the owner or the or whatever, the moment the car spins the tires, who is the first person he calls or says something to? The tuner. As if the tuner has to do every single, meaning the engine calibration, not the chassis guy, not the guy that built the car, the tuner. Oh, you have to, lengthen the ramp, or you got to tell me what air pressure to put in the car. Guys, I have told people what air pressure, what compression, what springs, what size spacers, what tires, what wheels, what axles. And I'm like, whatever happened to you doing stuff and trying stuff? And then when they win, wouldn't you know it? They don't mention the tuner. The tuner is the first to blame and the last to credit. I want to thank Pro Charger. I want to thank Noonan Engines. I want to thank Holly. I want to thank Sparco. I want to thank that. Thank you. What about the guy that made everything happen? I don't know, fuck him. I'm paying him. Howdy Kelly, Patreon here and keeping my membership here. Max channel support. Thank you. That Patreon membership will probably pay for a GT350 sooner than later. I'll probably just finance one based on the Patreon stuff and get you GT350 content. The reason I say 350 is because I already put up a poll and all of you said GT350. Yes, the Boss 302 guys are going to be mad, but most of you wanted the 350 twin turbo build to be a thing. Yeah, got to check the tune. Hey, Alex, I spun out of the hole. What? Check the tune. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is the NA car. This is a manual car. Yeah, but can you do something in the tune to soften it up on the hit? I'm running Gatorbacks. You want me to make adjustments for your shitty tires? I've heard those complaints. Hey, I'm going to run a hard tire class. Can you put no timing to this thing until about 4,000 RPMs? I'm like, sir, it'll backfire. It'll actually misfire. It'll two-step if I take out timing. Oh, really? Yeah. I remember 15 years ago, I took my dirt bike at my neighbor's. I took his 427 square body to the local 8th mile track, and we both ran low 8s. We thought that was so freaking fast. You have to dial in the car, or Dale in the car. UAW wages are going up, Alex. Oh, shit. GT250 for the win. Lund Racing for the MF. Thank you, Maniac. Asked you last week about what gears to run on my Gen 2 Fox body car to swap T56. You said 410. They just came in today. Badass. Do you want me to tell you the shock settings too? You want me to tell you what K member? You want me to tell you? So, okay. And be honest with you guys. Be honest with me, guys. Were any of you surprised the Fairmont went 850 its first time out at the track? I wasn't. Not because I'm such a genius. It's because I said 900 horsepower, 3,400 pounds, 275. The pinion angle is at this. The weight bias is that. It's got a 4R200. First gear ratio is this. 373s in the back. It should cut like a 1.3 and run 8 something. Because that exact same combo went 9.1 at 156 in the red car. So I thought, remove 400 pounds. It went 850. So maybe a lot of you guys went, holy shit. I know there was motherfuckers at the track begging for that thing to blow up. I have the video. I have the pictures of people looking at this car look at Alex's hunk of crap that showed up here. Look at, oh shit. It did a wheelie and it went 850 at 157. Holy shit. Now, no talking. All this talking, all the shit that I don't know nothing, da. Somehow, I came out there first time out and ran an 850 the first time out. And people were nice and quiet. Now, that's all the accumulation of knowledge put into one car. Now, the next time that car comes out, I have even more knowledge now, and I know what I want to do with it, and I think it'll run a great number based on dyno numbers. The chassis is already vetted. It just needs weight removed. So when I give you guys some kind of setting, it comes from 30 years worth of experience. I'm 45. I've been racing cars since I was a teenager. So, what the fuck what the fuck do I know? Alex, did you calibrate the torque table? Dropping knowledge, I've learned a lot. It'll two-step. Can I get with that gosh cam tune? We made it. Delivering these packages, working 4 out of 6, dropping the like. K-member also came in today, UPR Products. I was, but I don't know much. Oh, you were surprised that the Fairmont went A to B in the 8s? First time out. Oh, I mean, we knew what it could do. Tell me how to build my car, Alex. Exactly. Alex, I picked a Mach 1 over 350 since I daily it. What's the play for mods with the only 93 available? Resonator deleter or... Thank you very much.
You have an MBRP resonator deleter.
Mueller. Get yourself a PMAS fender well, or just keep the stock cold there. Just take the carbon trap out and totally to go against EPA stuff. 93 octane and you want to make power on a Mach 1, you're going to need the same mod you do on a GT. The Mach 1 is literally a GT with a GT350 combo. 87mm throttle body, 100mm cold air, GT350 intake manifold. So you do headers and an E85 tune, and that thing will wake right up. Like, literally, E85 tune, or even a tune, PMAS, or stock stuff, headers, and an E85 tune, it'll make probably 470 wheel, 475 wheel. That's pretty good through a manual. Just finished up my first lunch tune with and God, it's a night and day difference between every other tuner that I've had. It says Magnetic Pony. Y'all have the magic touch. It's not we have a magic touch. It's we have a system that simply works for this platform. The LS platform is not configured this way. Remote. That's why a lot of LS tuners do not like remote tuning. They would rather have the car in person because they're like, bro, this thing needs a wideband, and I got to do this, and I got to mess with this torque stuff, and that. Whereas a Coyote, Ford did a pretty good job in terms of repeating the process. Like, I'm blown away that people still think that a 2015 Mustang performance package with 373s tunes vastly different than a non-performance package 15 Mustang with 355s. I'm like, the engine's the same, the transmission's the same. It has an oil pressure gauge difference and gear ratio difference that we don't fuck with. Hey, tuner, what size snap-on box should I bring to the track so I can need a full list of every tool I need during the entire event? That's what I think about rich guys. When rich guys want to go racing, they don't want to go racing. They want to step into a race car. Racing is 7 or 8 seconds worth of fun and months of heartache and a ton of money thrown at the car. My 20 GT going to be going up in value. I'm keeping it forever. Elver says, I'm curious, how similar is the Coyote stock tune to the tune in the factory stock car? No, it's different. It's a approved tune from NMRA because I think they use race gas. Never mind. It has a salvage title and a significant accident in the report. Which one? Cody McGill. What is that? What's Cody McGill saying? Where's Cody McGill? Cody McGill. Are you talking about the Part Farm 350R? It has a significant event, but if the engine is good, trans is good, and the car drives straight, I don't care. I would never modify a GT350R. I think it's one of those rare cars you leave alone. But a salvage title 350R can get the sauce. I will dread alignment shops handling my shit. Besides, the whole shop freaks out when one of my cars is asking me to do basically... it's a damn shame that more people don't recognize the knowledge you have. Apparently, people have to do things the hard way. The initiated is exempt. So, I think I get a lot of hate when people hear me refute their claims, a la S650 running 10s or 11.2. I came out there and I said, okay, let's do some math. And I proved that, okay, the car is 400 pounds lighter. It has lighter rotating mass, wheels, brakes, drive shaft. It probably has race gas in it. And it's not configured in such a way that it's drivable. Like, it's got headers and dumps. And it's got a bunch of check engine lights on. And I went, what should a 480 rear wheel horsepower car that runs, that weighs 3550 run in the quarter mile? 10 something. My Mustang, the Fox body, makes 460 wheel, weighs about 3,500. It should run 10s in the quarter mile. If it doesn't, something's wrong. So a lot of people got mad at me, but they're like, Alex, why are you telling these people the truth? And I'm like, because my credibility is more important to me than your sales. Overtime at work, stopping by to drop a like and watch later, bitch, y'all. JJ's no streeter, but Stang mode is more resonator, deleter.
I love Ryan Martin. He got the best of everything. I know that I could beat him on the street because I'm more street.
Omar X says, what are the pros and cons of running aviation fuel on Coyote's avgas? I don't know. What's the stoic on avgas and what's the octane? Have you had an experience with nitro? Oh, fuck. Have you had any experience for nitro NT555Rs? Nittos NT555R2s are decent. I figured the solution to these drag racing events: don't go to them. Could find a worse group of people anywhere, and I agree with that. Michael Hidziki. If you think camaraderie is a thing, go to a drag racing event, like a streetcar event. Go there and watch these guys hate on your shit. Watch these guys say you're whack. Watch these guys get chippy and dumb. Watch these guys play games with you while they're racing. I am respectful. Like, respect is at the top of my list. So it carries out through the racing. Like when I watch boxing and these guys are beating the shit out of each other, and at the end of the fight, they're like, man, great fight. Oh man, great. Respect. In drag racing, it's all bullshit. They lie, they cheat, they go out there and play games, they fuck with you. Like, I'm like, why the hell would I ever want to do this? Why would I choose to do this? Remember Wesley Evans? Right? Real Teal. I think he got out of racing because I think he got burned out. He even said in one of his videos, when he won Streetcar Takeover against Cletus's car, he was like, I was done with this shit. There's no camaraderie, but this brings it right back. So he experienced camaraderie and everything while racing Cletus's car, but I'm sure for years before that, he's like, it's not worth going to this shit. Everyone's a fucking asshole. Everyone's looking to ruin your car. Everyone's looking to get a leg up by cheating. Everyone's looking to fuck with you as opposed to just running you straight up. And I'm like, why the hell do I want to get into this shit? And then the online bullshit, the chippy bullshit online. I'm like, man, I'm going to enjoy drag racing by myself. Go to a track rental. If I run a number, try to better that number. And go home, bring you guys video, show you what I did, show you, teach you, maybe give you guys some insight, and maybe I can make a little money teaching you guys some stuff. About the last thing I want to do is go to an event, enter an event, and try to rag out my shit to win $2,000 on a street car event where I get beat by a car with a 550 cubic inch thing with two bullhorns flaming down the shit. Fuck out of here. This is stupid. Avgas is 100 octane, but the lead content would do some interesting things, I would assume. It was used to help lubricate things, but today I got no use for anything in a plane but dirt bikes and maybe. 14, yeah, I wouldn't touch that stuff at all. I'd get burned out too if I got death threats for beating someone famous. Right. Is that what happened, Joe Swish? Like, is there some inside baseball stuff I don't know about? Coyote Kelly says, I remember the 350R you got to sit in at PBH and everyone was blowing up the comments about how Donnie torqued the lug nuts. K-Member also came in UPR products. Yeah, look, imagine you beat Cletus. His fans are full retard. Like, the vast majority of his fans. Why? Because he plays a dumb character on his show and dumb idiots like that. So his fans are retarded. So if you beat him and boast about it and are proud about it, you're liable to get your tires slashed at an event from some guy wearing a straw hat, the stupid glasses, the stupid lanyard, and he's like, there's Real Teal right over there. It's still real to me, damn it! You don't think there were wrestling fans that were like, I can't believe Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant at the Metrodome? Or wherever the fuck. The Houston Astrodome. Where did I can't believe that son of a bitch slammed Andre the Giant. He's such a gentle giant. Wait till I see Hogan. And you're in Tampa one day and you see Hogan. Terry. And he's just having dinner with his wife. And you're like, there he is, that son of a bitch. Madison Square Garden. Right. So let's say you go out there and you beat Cletus. And then you proudly go on Facebook and I go, yeah, I beat him. I got the best fucking car on the planet. And then some psychopath is like, you understand that Leroy the Savage saved my life? I was strung out on full sugar Mountain Dew. And Leroy the Savage made me realize that's just going to fuck up my teeth and give me diabetes. So I started drinking Diet Mountain Dew. And you're going to desecrate Leroy the Savage's name over my dead body. If I see you around Birmingham or wherever the fuck you live, I'm finna slash your tires. Because nobody's going to disrespect Leroy the Savage like that. It's still real to me. UPR is still making the Coyote 10 to 14K members? I think so. What I said was there's a 350 non-R with 21,000 miles for 40,000 miles. That something's wrong. In Jacksonville, at a dealer, but has a salvage title. Significant damage. Reported 3 previous owners. Fuck all that. Sorry, Alex, for the stupid question, but I know that jet fuel is cheap and it's used in Sinaloa, Mexico. Oh my God, did you see Cletus blow up that Coyote? You mean that one video that's the same as all his other videos? No, I didn't. It's all trash. I don't know anything about Coyote. Did he blow up a Coyote? Look, I don't get that channel recommended. If you go to my YouTube feed, it's literally space flight shit and like space flight shit and like engineering stuff. Come on. I am not in that algorithm. I sound like he was puking. There's all this footage of drag racing. Surely a database of disqualification events can be created. Guilty parties get a DQ light. They can be gone from the competition. Accurate representation here. Action on point. It was actually Silverdome. Right. The Pontiac Silverdome. Thank you. In Detroit, right? Ah, fuck. Now I got to look it up. Where did Hogan slam Andre the Giant? It's so stupid. Hamburg, Pennsylvania. At Shea Stadium. Wait. At Shea Stadium during Showdown at Shea, as well as a month later in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Hogan body slammed Andre, but ended up losing by pinfall, even though Hogan clearly kicked out before the 3 count was made. Let me see. Yeah, there's Hulk Hogan. Right there.
Look at the size of the Giant. I mean, Hogan is 6'8". Andre is 7'5".
I can't, bro. I can't. So that's the problem. You can't even enjoy racing if you beat a name. That name has a following, bro. You beat me. You beat me. I don't give a fuck. Congratulations, man. I got beat at Texas 2K many times. I went over, congratulated the dude. Hey, congratulations. Your car's better than mine. But see you later. And people were like, look. There was a guy that went, hey, look. Alex is not like a douchebag like he plays on YouTube. He's respectful and nice. Boo him. Boo, Alex. Boo. Oh, you mean I'm a respectful, nice guy in person, but I play a character, YOLO dude? Did you think I was going to go over to the Firebird and flip my hat? Stupid idiot. Was it a real coyote? I don't know. Can I be frank? Says, I'd watch a 400-inch real manual, rear-wheel drive, 2,500 pound D85. Bro, I'm in. Can I be frank? We're brothers from another mother, bro. We were down with that shit. We talked about this on other shows. They'll never do that. Why? They will lose their minds. But let's say that league takes off. Let's say a diaphragm clutch in, bias ply, 2,500 weight, 400 cubic inch, real stick shift class takes off. You know Grubworm and all these other guys are going to try to get in that class if there's money. But there's got to be money. Right now, the money is in all outlaw stick shift. Alex, you still watch the chiropractic channel? Yes, Dr. Brenda Mondragon has the biggest set of juicy tits, bro. And I'm not a tit guy, but when she's adjusting and them titties all over the place, I'm like, yeah, I'm watching that shit. Andre the Giant had a house about 15 minutes from my house. Back when wrestling was fun, 80s and 90s. Nobody was better than Ric Flair. Ric Flair lived the character, like all the way through, like still to this day. WrestleMania 3 was the Pontiac Silverdome. This is for saying Camaro owners, hot dogs taste like shit. The joke is, How do you know you're at a Camaro owner's barbecue? All the hot dogs taste like shit. Yeah, donks are doing it. Yeah, donks are somehow, people are getting into donk stuff. Like you see the street outlaw guys are like, man, I'm finna build me a stupid ass fucking donk. Then the guys go stupid. Tube chassis, big block, twin turbo. I'm like, oh my God, you don't get it. I got a bad taste in my mouth for drag racing and going to the track because the last couple of times I went, I only got 2 or 3 passes because everyone kept blowing up and oiling down the track. So Alex, if you get a 350, will you go for a Magnum XL or be a test meal for Calimer Stage 3? I will go. Okay, if I get a GT350, it'll probably be a I can't afford a real R, right? Like a 19 or 20 R is probably $70,000. So I'm looking at about a low $60,000 car. So it's gonna be like a well-used 19, right? Let's be honest, a well-used 19 Gen 2 Voodoo is probably gonna be my bread and butter because I can swing maybe high 50s, low 60s, no problem. That's a lot to have on your credit, but whatever. The channel's got to go on. I don't want to do it cash because I want to stay cash heavy, but the channel needs content. So what I would do is I would do the regular thing 350 owners would do. Stock tune, wide open throttle, dyno. Tuned, 93 octane. PMAS, or leave the stock cold air in it because I think it's a very good cold air. Dyno. E85, dyno. Long tube headers, free flowing exhaust, dyno. Cobra Jet. And 60 to 130 mixed in, of course. Don't forget, 60 to 130 mixed in. No quarter mile times. This car is not a dig car. This car is not a dig car. It will never be a dig car. It'll be a street, fuck around. And then after Cobra Jet, E85, and everything has been exhausted, twin turbo. I got adjusted by Mom Dragon. Sucks. She'll only work with you once for the page, but I get it. You can't get adjusted multiple times by her, Rodrigo? Not on the page, just you going there for a visit. Gonna go back to the beginning of the streetcar to me is a factory ECU, complete interior, stock suspension, pickup points, and no one-piece front ends. I'm with you on that. But then people would say, the hood is different. That's a 2-piece. Watch Dr. Joseph Cipriano. I don't like him. He wears jeans that are a little too tight. Aircraft Tech here. Jet fuel and aviation gas are not the same thing. Got it. Yeah, jet fuel's like kerosene, isn't it? Hey, they don't make fun of our hot dogs. It's a secret Camaro flavor. Is it normal for a Gen 2 manual to clunk when putting it in first without engaging? No. No. I thought about getting a 19 plus 350, but at the time people were asking stupid prices. Ended up getting a non-CFTP GT500 for MSRP. Saw Ric Flair Dallas Stars game. He was drunk. Woo! Not exactly working hard, but my schedule has been fluctuating harder than coke and heroin addict. Turuviate Racing makes an appearance. Good for you. Look, we respect you now here. You've become a man. Now get rid of that piece of fucking shit in your driveway and finance a car. Zachary Lopez says, hey Alex, I keep missing the discussion of Gen 1 versus Gen 2 Voodoo. Do you have a video on it? Would you be able to give a basic description of differences? Maybe someone in the comment knows. Hey, Fat House Fab did it. So let's look out Fat House Fab. Fat House Gen 2 Voodoo. Let's see. The Gen 2 Voodoo is here. What has changed for the 19350? So I'm not gonna play this whole video in its entirety, but right here, copy in the chat, paste right here. Fat House Fab, who are the 350 guys, talk about the differences in the 350 Gen 2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We have is a new recast block with reinforced cooling jackets. The cylinder heads also have some support. There's some extra support in the intake valley as well.
Okay, watch the video on the link. I'm going to pin the link. So again, if you want to know about Gen 2 Voodoo, look at the pinned message at the top of this chat and watch Fat House Performance's video on it, and maybe you can get up to snuff as to what the differences are because they went through it in a very good way, and I want to give them the views. I don't want to like hijack their shit and put it on my show. But again, go there, watch it, understand what the differences are, and understand why the 19 to 20 is more desirable than the 16 through 18. Turviate needs to do a Gen 1 Coyote. Alex going to be taking everyone out on the street with a twin turbo 350. That's the plan. If I can get it to a 19 350, good clutch, Ben Caliber 3160, we'll see how long it lasts. Instead of putting a T56 in there, put a good clutch in it and see how long it lasts. The cast might not last, who knows? But eventually, if it starts becoming a failing point, then I'm going to get into a T56 sooner than later. I'm either getting a new Edge, S197, or a Grand Marquis and slabbing it out. Oh my God, slabbing it out. The only 19 to 2350s that I can afford has accidents on their records. I want one with a clean title. You're going to pay $60,000 for one. I'm already on cars.com and I saw one that looked beautiful. And I'll show you it right here because I'm stupid. My goodness. Oh my God. Everyone emailed me at the same time. Wow. That's crazy. That I'm gone for an hour and everyone emails me. Bro. Okay. I'm going to fuck it. This thing has a blue. It's black with a blue stripe. Bro. And that's factory shit. Not like aftermarket, you know, ghetto junk. Black with a blue stripe. And I'm like, oh. Let me see. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Black with a blue stripe. Looking good. It's a 19. I think they want 60. 60 something. Definitely not having a house for a couple years. You mean slobbing it out? Get a 350? Well, you can. They'll go up in price very soon. Run with it. Can I be frank? On the streets of Miami? No, I don't want to run anything on video. Like, no. No. I love him. I love his channel. I do private shit, but no video shit. Grand Marquis on 24s in full JL audio sound system. Stop it. Oh my God. Why don't you just get those stupid swangers? Aren't you near Houston? Or where are you? Louisiana? Some shit ass mud butt, crocodile hunting, alligator hunting ass, crawfish having ass, etouffee eating ass. That's dope. That's sexy. Thank you. I like it. People are like, I'm not a big fan of the blue stripes. I'm like, I am. You imagine that bitch chopping down. You imagine the GT350 on E85 chopping with PCM Tech multi-tune with the turbos whistling. Rah, 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 rah. Everyone's trying to enjoy their flatbread and they're like, oh shit, that thing's badass. Ho! I can't wait to make it happen on Clematis. But Alex, the flat plane crank can't handle boost. No black, never again. No, I know, but it's going to be in a garage. It's all good. Swanging. I'm not big on the stripes, but I'm poor, so my taste is white. I don't like a white GT350. I don't like a white 250. I like a white Boss 302, not a white 350. He's in Bangtown? Shit. Sipping on 4-4. Oh, wait, sipping. What the fuck is that? Sitting on. What's a 4-4? Like what? Tipping. Fucking Turviate. You know, I'm gonna slab out a Crown Vic. Shut up. Good friend of mine is starting to look at 19 to 2350s. Prices are on me or going up. Like you said, Alex, prices going to skyrocket soon. Just don't get the cold feet like Derek Barron with his S650. What, did he say no thanks? He's smart if he did that. Concentrate on the Mach 1, dude. What's up, guys? I don't fall for free, and I'm not going to get into an S650. This is why. Tap in. Video's fire. Oh, my God. My car got hit. I'm working out. Bulk. Like that channel. Oh, shit. I love Derek Barron. Oh, shit. That 13 silver and black Boss 302. I've never seen the blue stripe. Me neither. Legion Fab. Tipping on 4-4s. Fucking Turviate Racing. Get out of here with that shit. The Steve Schluckenbergs will come out of the woodwork if you get a 350. You know what you should do, Alex? You should go to Maximum Motorsports, and you should get their whole catalog, and then you can go... Shut up. This is a straight line car, bitch. Do not use avgas. Hey, Slippy Boy, hit live. Hit live. Derek canceled the S650 order. Smart man. Hey, not only are you smart for not fucking for free, but you are smart by canceling that S650 order. Alfredo Diaz, Alex, can a 2020 GT500 heads be used with the Gen 1 timing components? I don't know. I have no idea. I tried so hard finding the video of you reacting to his music video. He gets mad. He's like, listen to the lyrics, man. I don't say I don't fuck for free. I say I don't fuck for free. Did you see the AI photos with Bush sipping on some scissor? No, I did not. For four foes, refer to 1984 Caddy 30 spoke wheels. Thank you, Elver Galarga, for telling me what a 4.4 is. I know what a double deuce is, but I don't know what a 4.4 is. Houston got some fucked up lingo. Like, Houston listens to a rapper that trills R's where there are no R's. Hey, man, that's your culture. You from Texas, after all. Slab out the vet. Yeah, my culture. Get out of here. Like people call it the third coast. I'm like, of what? The Gulf of Mexico? Fuck out of here. So anyway, if Derek Barron actually did that, that's a very smart thing he did. There's no reason to get an S650 until there is tuning. Guys, S650 is fine. But you're going to drive around for 2 whole years. If your whole thing is clout, wait until there's tuning. Like, to be the... Nobody knows who the first was to anything. What was the first 7-second Coyote? S197. Who had the first 7-second Coyote S197? Maybe Brett LaSala, right? Who has... But then he ditched the 10R80, the 6R80. He ditched the car, became a Turbo 400 or Power Glide car, and I'm like, okay, then 80% of the people stopped caring. Then the racers cared. So people like us that deal with the street car game, we're like, okay, who has the fastest, most consistent 7-second S197 around? Lund Racing. So really fast guys that wanted to stick with the stock style computer and want to run 8s or high 7s fucked with Lund. So it's not about first to anything. It's about best at something. First to something matters less than best at something, in my opinion. Everything gets gayer every year. Music, movies, cars, racing. Deuce and a quarter. You talking about Mexican OT rolling his R's out of nowhere? Right. Hey, man, I'm going to Houston. I'm going to go get some... Hey, can I get one of quesadilla? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you trilling the R's? There's no R in quesadilla. Yo, man, let me get one of them quesadillas. I actually love how people are holding out on buying them until the tuning is available. Very consumer smart. Wait until there's tuning, and then it will be a boom. Imagine you bought an S650. You didn't wait for tuning. You did what the shops are doing and completely ruined this car. And now it runs 1150, 11.4. Then your friend buys one off the lot, puts a tune in it because it's available, puts a drag pack, and it runs the same number you did with 10,000 in mods. Brakes, drag pack, gutted. Like you might as well start putting on the clown makeup because he simply waited and ran a better number than you did because now there's tuning. But Paul Wallace did that. No, Paul Wallace whack shit. I just heard the guy you're talking about. Mexican OT is earring the board up. Straight trash. It is straight trash. Quesadilla. Man, I'm from Houston and that's how we do it here. Isn't trilling the R's super stupid? I think so. He wants to go out. Stang Mode has a record first to do a resonator deleter on the S650. He is. Is that a shit true? Is that a shit true? Hey man, is that a shit true? Did you mean a Shih Tzu? This is a Boston Terrier. Like you can actually roll the R in Terrier. Oh, look like a shit true to me. All they can do is stock tune micro records and the tuning comes out. Whoa. We don't disrespect the people's champ. Who the fuck you're talking about? People speaking Tony's language. We all seen the Whipple on S6. We saw see the Whipple on the S650. Wonder what the ESS kit would look like. Well, if they can get access to the tuning like Whipple did because they deleted one throttle body, Probably something similar. But I don't think you can get rid of the two MAFs. Ow. I don't think you can get rid of the two MAFs, in my opinion. Tony thought you were having a damn seizure. The 708,000 recall that Ford's about to drop should have people rethinking the S650. Okay, let's sum up this video. Today we talked about putting up a W2 when you go racing. To equalize the classes. Hey, well, let's bring parity to the classes. Okay, how do you want to do that? Show me a W2. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. That's going to be difficult. Well, sorry, you can't join this race, or you are going to be stuck in the A class no matter what. Fuck that. I don't want that shit. So a W2 would be the equalizer when it comes to racing parity. We also talked about diaphragm clutches. Again, that subject comes up once in a while, and I don't think anyone's going to do it because there's going to be a lot of broken parts. There's going to be a lot of talent that is needed and balls, and a lot of these racers have neither. But they have a lot of money. So they can say that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about all they want. But if my GT500 with a spec clutch runs 8s with a 3,600 pound race weight, y'all shut the fuck up. I'm not going to campaign it. But if I make that piece of junk run 8s with me putting it together in a rental garage, boy, you should be ashamed of yourself. And then we ended up talking about racing is not popular anymore because the access to it via social media is insanely easy, and going to a race doesn't matter anymore if you can see all of the action on Flow Racing, somebody live streaming it from the track, somebody 1320 Video putting out a 5-part documentary like Rocky Mountain Race Week. The stands are empty. Drag Week, stands are empty because they're live streaming it, and why get out of your seat to watch that stuff? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to potentially, so somebody said, Alex, do you think Ford was hoping for the strikes to happen because they knew they needed to slow down production anyway? It would justify them raising prices. Think about it that way. Think about if Ford says, well, now that we've renegotiated with the UAW, they can do a double dip of blaming. Prices have to go up to meet yearly expectations based on lack of production because of the strike. And price also has to go up because we are now paying the UAW more. Listen to what this guy said on Instagram. Somebody showed me a video of a UAW worker complaining about the work that they have to do and how much. Let me see where it be. Someone sent me a UAW guy complaining about the fact that he has to stand up for 12 hours with a hot fan making $80,000 a year. Oh, man, where is it? Damn it. It's probably in my fucking requests, of course, because, all requests. Let me see. Nope. Anyway, someone sent me a video of a UAW worker saying, why don't they take the $22 million they give my boss and give it to some of the workers? And then someone did the math, and they go, if they took $10 million away from him, that's $1.25 in your check. Not an hour, total. So please shut the fuck up. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. We talked about W2 stuff, racing. We talked about how racing sucks. W2 racing would bring parity and a level playing field to a lot of people. And the tune is not to blame if you didn't do enough testing. If you're at FL2K right now and your car's not running well and you didn't do any testing, don't blame the tune. These things are vetted. If you just got a bunch of shit redone and no testing had happened, vaya con Dios. Testing needs to happen before you go to an actual event and run something. Not testing at the event. That's usually not the way to do it. Usually you want to test way before the event. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Sunday, we're going to talk some shit with the peasants at 9:30 in the morning. We'll see how FL2K went. We'll get some news, videos, and see what has happened. Junior might be there just, getting bothered by everybody. I ain't going. You won't see me anywhere near FL2K unless I'm getting paid to go there, and I ain't getting paid to go there. So my ass is going to be sitting here or working on Section 8 or the Corvette or enjoying my weekend. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. I'll see the rest of you on Sunday morning. See you later. Bye.